Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmin Anubhavati Manaha Pragriyyamanam Paramatma Sugam Sthiratam Yate Tasmin Yati Madunmatta Shandasham Jantushu Bhagavati Bhutani Pashyati Kramashah Etadrishi Dasha Chettaiva Haridasa Varyasyat. We are trying to understand that Vedanta does not mean we are someone superior or someone extraordinary than the average devotees of the Lord. See. Tasmin anubhavati manaha pragriyyamanam paramatma sukham. When our mind has merged in the divine through inquiry and understanding, then it is Paratma Sukham. It is the limit of bliss or happiness. Sthiratam yate tasmin. And when we remain in that experience, sthiratam, never get corrupted under any condition. Things will come and go, sometime good, sometime bad. Everything will keep on happening. So the best thing we can think or understand is, let there be too many waves or let there be no wave. Ocean is not becoming rich or he is not losing anything when there are no waves. This is meant here. Sthiratam yati. Tasmin, when this happens, madon matta achintam idam dasham, then one is intoxicated. An intoxicated person lives in this world but doesn't get influenced by this world. Now, that state is indicated. Jantushu bhagavan bhavam bhagavati bhutani pashyati kramashah etadrishi dasha chet tadaiva haridasa varyasyat. So he who is thus able to divide and discover the divinity in everything and being, then etadrishi dasha, this state. We see in the lives of many great devotees, when probably Eknath Maharaj was going, carrying the Ganges jal to be put on the, Rameshwara, with a coward. On the way he saw a donkey because of the heat and lack of water, almost torturing itself on the floor. So Eknath Maharaj took that water and gave it to the donkey. Everybody condemned him. He said, doesn't matter. Life is more important. When I can see him tortured, I must help. Therefore, etadrishi dasha chet. Therefore, a devotee is the one who will be experiencing the duality but not get influenced by the duality. The best example we can think about ourselves. There are differences. Left hand is not right hand, legs are not the eyes. See? But everything, although the otherness is recognized, but on the basis of otherness, our life does not change. It is same. He is Haridasa Varyasyat. He is the best among the devotees. Therefore, friends, we have to understand what is the meaning of meditation according to devotion. So, according to knowledge, we have seen meditation according to knowledge is what? Seeing is happening, but seer is not born. Experience is happening, but experiencer is not born. This is the meditation according to path of knowledge. And when experiencer is not born, then what is the result? Result is no impressions are created on the mind. And the mind without any kind of impressions is nothing but consciousness. Therefore, this is the meditation according to knowledge. Now, meditation according to devotion, dhyana vidhi. This is what we have to understand. And at the end, we will understand what Bhagavan Krishna said in the 18th chapter. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. According to path of knowledge, Brahma bhutaha, Brahma is nirgun nirakar. So he who is thus abiding in this absolute, without attributes and without form, prasannatma, he is ever cheerful. Why? Because there are no impressions formed on his mind. Our impressions bring out our character. If the impression is that I am insulted, then you can immediately see it expressed on the face. Impression is that I am very lucky, the expressions tell. So, when we are thus, Brahma Bhuta, naturally Prasannatma. Prasannatma is the one who has no lingering memories to make us happy or miserable. So Prasannatma is happy without cause, like the small kids. So, then Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. So, this knowledge or devotion are not two. Mad Bhakti Labhate. So, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. No impressions. Then, what is the Parabhakti? Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. Mad Bhakti Labhate Param. Parabhakti is equanimity towards all things and beings. Therefore, whether we follow the path of knowledge or devotion, it is one and the same if it is properly practiced. So, what is the meditation according to path of devotion? This is said. In one word, we can call the meditation according to devotion is Nididhyasanam of Vedanta. Nididhyasanam is what? Lobhihi priya jividham. Like a greedy person, always thinks about money, 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 nothing else. In the same manner, Nididhyasana is incessant, continuous, unbroken abidance in the truth. Meaning every event and experience of our life reminds us our own divine nature. This Nididhyasanam is used in the devotion all the time, everything is reminding us that of Bhagavan Krishna. Here, Bhagavan Krishna. So, Yamuna Tata Nikata Sthita Vrindavana Kanane Samar Maharamye Kalpadruma Kalpadrama Tamala Bhumau Charanam Charano Paristapya Tishtantam Ghananilam Swadejasa Bhasayantam Vishwam Pitambar Paridhanam Chandana Karpura Lipta Sarvangam. Now here, what is the meaning of devotion according to the path of this? What is the meaning of meditation according to path of devotion? Akarna Purna Netram Kundala Yuga Mandita Shravanam Mandasmita Mukha Kamalam Sukaustubha Udabharanam Maniharam Kalayanguli Anujvalayantam Skhalangaram Galavilluta Lilita Vanamalam Soteja Pasta Kalikalam Gunjaravali Kalitam Gunja Punja Vida Sherasi Gunjanam Saha Gopai Gunjanam Vartati Iham Harib Samasta. Now here these are the expression about Bhagavan Krishna's Leela. See? He is on the banks of Yamunaji and very beautiful garden, and he is sitting there on the floor, and his body is like the Nilamu Jimuta Sannivam, like the dark cloud of the raining time, and by his own charm, the whole world is illumined. He is putting on the Pitambara, and in his body there is a Karpura Chandana applied, and his eyes are so wonderful, and there are the Kundala in his ears. The face is very sweetly smiling, and there is a Kaustuba Mani in his neck, and in this manner the whole thing is described. And of such a Krishna Bhagavan, along with his companions Gwalamala, he is taking food in that place. Think of that. Now see. Now, what is exactly happening when we do this? Our mind has to be taken from many to the one. In devotion, this is what happens. They will be talking about the world, then Yamunaji and the Gwalabala and the animals, everything. All of them are centered around Bhagavan Krishna. So from the many to the one is the theme of both devotion and knowledge. So here, so many things are described, but ultimately that Bhagavan Sri Krishna Sri Hari, in this manner, he was enjoying the food along with his friends. Mandara Pushpa Vasita Mandal Nila Sevitam Paranandam Mandakini Yusapadam Namata Mahanandadam Mahapurusham. And in this manner, one is able to just think about Bhagavan Krishna in various ways. See? So, Chitta Vritti Nirodha Patanjali. Think about the infinite, work on your mind so that the mind dissolves in consciousness, knowledge. Devotion, think cheerfully, happily about someone who is the source of happiness. And in this manner, thinking is not a problem. But the question is, thinking about what? See? When we think about the worldly things, desires happen. When we think about the infinite, desires disappear. See? For a person in Mumbai, he is staying in a chal, a row houses continuously. 1.5 or even less than that, small house. Then his desire is, he is thinking about, if I sell this from Dadar, I will get so much of millions of rupees. Then I'll go to Borivali, there I'll buy a big flat. What is the size? 1 BHK. So from the small house, he is expanding 1 BHK. After going there, I think we have done a mistake. We should have taken directly 2 BHK. Second desire. And the one who doesn't have walls around, no desire. So conclusion, when we think about something which is finite, desires will be breeding. But when the theme is infinite, desire breeding stops. See? And how can we do this thing? Think about the divine. See? Yad yad karma karomi tattadakhilam shambho tamaradhana. Therefore, on the path of devotion, you are not required to go to the forest and sit quietly and do this, do that. No, no, no. Every activity should remind us of the divine. So activities are not the criteria, but for whom we are doing it. Surabhi kruta digvilayam surabhi shataihi avrutam sada paritaha surabhihi tikshna mahasurabhivam yadavam namata. So he whose glory and fragrance is all around, and so many kamadhenus are moving around him, and who is able to remove all the miseries of the various gods by killing the Rakshasas, to that Bhagavan Krishna Yadunandana, our salutations. See? Eka chintanat nashametyadaha. When the theme is of many things, mind is maintained. When the theme is only one. Now see, we'll try to understand these 3 parts. In case of yoga, we are struggling chitta vritti nirodha. In case of yoga, we do the pranayam. See? Pranayamam pratyaharam. We do the pranayam. Now the pranayam, what happens? As long as the pranayam is operating, mind remains quiet. But after the curfew of pranayam is lifted, then again the mind begins with vengeance. Therefore, Bhagavan says, pranabandhanat liyate manaha. Mind is quietened, but mind is not dissolved. See? Then how the mind has to be dissolved? Mind is dissolved by ekachintanat. Because what is the mind? Mind is an instrument of thinking. So till such time the cause of thinking is not removed, the thinking will continue. This is what yoga does, pranayam does. The cause of the thoughts is not removed. It is the best way. Where I learned this particular thing was in Calcutta. That is one of the reasons I do my ironing clothes. So they are big people, big family. Swamiji, no, our servants will do, don't have to do anything. I said, all right. The servants are also walking. Walking means chalu. So they will be folding the lungi nicely, and the portion which is seen at the time of delivery, that portion is nicely ironed. Amiji, all right. And I had to go for the talk. I open it. Vishwarupa Darshan. Inside all the wrinkles as it is. See? They are not removed. Exactly. When pranayama is going on, so at the time of pranayama, the mind is quiet. The moment it is lifted again, like you have seen, when the curfew is lifted, how the people run in the market for shopping, Like that, all the thoughts will come out. So prana bandhana liyate mana. It is not destroyed. We have to destroy the mind. And how the mind is destroyed? Eka chintanat nashametyadaha. The mind is destroyed when the theme is only one, not two. Eka chintana. And this is the same technique here. So many things are there, but the thought is about Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Yadavam namataha. So, everything in our life should remind us that of the divine. This is what Tulsidaji says. Timi Raghunatha Nirantara Priya Lagahu Mohira. Like for a greedy person, money is the only theme. In the same manner, for the devotee, Bhagwan is the only theme. Yadyat karma karomi tattadakhilam shambho tavaradhana. Then Kandarbha koti subhagam vanchita phaladam dayarnavam krishnam tyaktva kamanya vishayam netrayugam drashtum upasahaste. See, the one who is so beautiful and who is capable of giving us all our desires, who is the ocean of compassion, leaving that Bhagwan Krishna, why should our eyes run here and there? Meaning what? Seeing God is freedom from desires. See? Now take daily example of ours. Till we begin from our house to come for satsang, there are thoughts. You have to take proper GPS, we have to take this direction, that direction. No, you are going the wrong way. No, it is right, going on. And once we land here, all the thoughts of reaching the destination are over. Conclusion, if we are abiding in ourselves according to knowledge, or if we are totally dedicated, surrendered at the will of the divine, in both the cases, mind is liberated from thought formation. See, friends. And we told you how the thoughts are born. Pregnant mind is a thought. In the womb of the mind, when an object enters, a thought is born. And when the object is removed, delivery has happened, again no more bulge on the stomach, goes back. Therefore, tyaktva anya vishayam, give up all other themes in the life, and then be focused on your own being. With Vedanta, focus on Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is the most Kandarbha koti subhagam vanchita phaladam dayarnavam Krishna, who is the most beautiful, etc. To that Bhagavan Krishna we should focus. Punyatama atisurasam manobhiramam harehe katham tyaktva shrotrum shravanadvandam gramya katham adaram vahati. See? It is such a frustration. See? Punya tamam iram surasam mano viramam harehe katham tyaktva. Living the glory of Bhagavan Sri Krishna and his katha, shrotum shravanadvandam gramya katham adaram bhati. How come people are interested in the worldly themes? See, friend, observe this, and also we have to work on ourselves. Whenever we go for a walk here and there, you'll see. Unnecessary, we keep on scratching and bringing some topic. Kujli. Try. Whenever you go for walking or any activity, associate with the divine name. So many activities. Like yesterday also I told you, walking, start. Right step, Hari, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Then that is the real meditation. So activities are happening, but they are all surrounded and surrounding the divine and nothing else. Punyatamamimam surasam, these beautiful divine stories of the Lord, tyaktvam, giving them up, shrutruk shravanadandam gramya katha adaram bhavati. But we are interested in the worldly things. Daurbhagyam indriyanam krishne vishaye shashvatike kshanikeshu papakarneshu imam bhajante yad anya vishayeshu. See, it is the most unfortunate of all our faculties that instead of focusing attention on the divine who is eternally available with us, we keep on getting involved in the worldly things. Thinking of God, devotion, knowing the truth are synonymous. They are not different. In one Jain family I was staying, and a lady asked this question that, Swamiji, you people tell us think about God. Our sadhu also come, they say think about God. But they don't tell how to think about God, and you also don't tell. And if we tell you, then our market will go. So we'll not tell you. So how to think about God? Very simple. Why? You cannot think about God. See? Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha. Our faculties cannot comprehend the truth. So how to think about God? None of the faculties work. Then what is to be done? Don't think about God. Meaning, not thinking about the divine, about the world, is equal to thinking about God. Now you are sitting so many of you. You are many because I have given importance to the forms or the shape. Now I give importance to the space which is supporting all the shapes. Then what will happen? Am I doing anything? Importance given to the forms is deleted. When importance is deleted for the form, the formless reality is relieved. Importance is given up for the sounds or the words, the silence is really revealed. See? So, kshanikeshu papakarneshu sajjante yad anya vishayeshu. It's most unfortunate, all our faculties are engaged in the unwanted extrovertedness. Therefore, the saguna and the nirguna, with forms and without forms, is one and the same. They are not true. This is the Leela Bhagwan Sri Krishna, which is shown in Bhagavad Mahapurana. Shruti bhihi mahapuranehi saguna gunatitayoho aikyam yat proktam gudhataya tad aham vakshe timira Shruti and Mahapurana. Shruti is Upanishad, Veda. Mahapurana is Bhagavad Mahapurana, because we are talking about Bhagavan Krishna. See, here the oneness between the formless and with form, so Guna Sakar and Nirguna Nirakar is established. This is what I am trying to tell you how it is. Therefore, if you take the first mantra of Bhagavad Mahapurana, see, Satyam Param Dhimahi. The last part is Satyam Param Dhimahi. Now Bhagavad Mahapurana is talking basically about various avatars of Bhagavan, and the 10th canto is talking mainly about Bhagavan Krishna. So if everything is Bhagavan Krishna explained in the Bhagavad Mahapurana, what should have been in the beginning? Krishnam Param Dhimahi. No, Satyam Param Dhimahi. See? Therefore, we have to recognize that whatever is the manifest, that alone is unmanifest. Bhuteshu antaryami jnanamayaha satchidanandaha prakrutehe paraha Paramatma Yadukulatilaka Sa Evayam. So, that which is supporting everything and being, which is of the nature of undivided knowledge, which is Satchidananda, conscious blissful existence, Prakrutehe Paraha, who is beyond the limits of the matter or objectivity, Paratma, the Supreme Self, who is Yadukulatilakaha, who is the glory of Yadukula, Sa Evayam. This is what we are to ultimately discover. Therefore, Saguna Sakar and Nirgun Nirakar, they are not two. Why they become two? When the ladies go for buying the jewelry, their attention is on Saguna Sakar. Very good design, a unique design, and it is special. There is no second piece like this. See? There is some word for that, isn't it? Designer's piece, isn't it? I was in Bahrain. My friend is a jeweler there. So he was showing me the things in his shop. I saw one, a very nice, in a good frame, and very big. I said, is this necklace or whatever you call, is it meant for buffalo or human beings? Because below that it was written, gold contents 2 kilo. So you can imagine putting 2 kilo and walking. So he says, Swamiji, this is a designer's piece. Nowhere in the world you can find this. What is great about it? I told him, every person is a designer's piece. So, our attention goes on the name, form, uniqueness. But jeweler, his attention is on the gold. So, Nirgun Nirakara is not against Saguna Sakar, but he is holding on to the reality. And therefore, Bhuteshu Antaryami Jnanamayaha Satchidanandaha Prakrutehe Paratma Yadukulatilakaha Sa Evayam. So, what we call Brahman in the Vedanta and Bhagavan Krishna in the devotion, they are one and the same. They are not two. Now, why we talk about the two? Because manifest and unmanifest. And where from the ornaments come? Do they come from outside? No. Gold itself has become ornament. In the same manner, Paramatma himself has become the world. This is what we have to realize. And therefore, those who are obsessed with Nirgun Nirakar, there is no wisdom, zero wisdom. See? What is the form? What is the shape? Shape is giving importance to two things, time and space. Without time and space, you try to think. You cannot think. See? Now, how the time and space are to be understood? How we calculate the time? When the earth runs around the sun, it is called as 365 days a year. Now what is the space? Space is without shape, without form. What is the object earth? With form, with shape. Then if they are stationary, no time will be born. But when it starts moving, time is born. So time and space, they are mutually exclusive. You can use the time, you can use the space. Therefore, when we see our GPS, how much time it will take to reach? 10 minutes. What is the distance? 20 kilometers. Meaning is the same. In the same manner, Saguna Sakara, Nirgun Nirakara is the same. Therefore, those who destroy the temples, because they are the followers of Nirgun Nirakar, they also don't understand. When they are doing their prayers in a particular direction, space, at a particular time. So, that which is conditioned by time and space is the samsara, and that which is not conditioned by time and space is Paramatma. This is Nirgun Nirakar and Saguna Sakar. Like the gold will not be against any shape and form. Therefore, neither the devotee nor the wise man are different, but they are one and the same. Nanu saguna drushya tanu tatha ek deshadhivasascha so katham bhavet paratma prakruta. Now here a question is yes. Nanu means a question. A question is yes. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saguna. He is having the body. He is in one place. And he is like anybody else. So how can Bhagavan Krishna be called as Paramatma? See? I was in Holland, and in my satsang where it was, there was somebody from the Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj is, they don't accept the Saguna Sakar. And therefore, when I was explaining in my talk Bhagavan Krishna, after that talk was over, he said, why you call Bhagavan Krishna? I said, what's your name? My name is Lallu Pallu. So I told him, Bhagwan Lallu Pallu ki jai ho. See? He said, why you call? We call him Mahapurusha. I said, you call, I have no objection. No, but I want to know why Bhagwan Krishna is Bhagwan. He is also same question. He is also born, he has also everything. How can he be Bhagwan? And his objection was, he had 16,108 wives. How he can be Bhagwan? I said, how many you have? He said, one. Is she happy because of you? Immediately the tone and the change, everything changed. Why you are asking me? I said, no, you answer my question. Don't ask counter questions. So he said, to some extent, yes, but not absolutely. I said, Bhagavan Krishna had so many wives. Not a single one complained against him. All were happy. So he who can keep such a big battalion of wives happy, he can't be average. He has to be Bhagavan. See? To keep the wives happy, is it a simple thing? This is called Ashakyanushthan. And yet he performed that. So, this question, he is Saguna, and he is having the body, and he also is like average man, etc. Itare drishya padartha lakshante anena chakshusha sarve Bhagwan anaya drishtya na lakshe jnana durgamyaha. See? So Upanishad says, see, by our eyes, charma chakshu, we can see everything, but not the divine. See? In the 11th chapter of Gita, Bhagavan was more eager to show his Vishwarup darshan to Arjuna. After he heard in the 10th chapter the Vibhuti Yoga, and then in the 11th chapter when he enters, he says, oh God, your Vibhutis I have seen, so great it is. But will I be able to see your that Vishwarupa darshan? Am I capable of that? Etc. Bhagavan was wanting to tell that. And therefore he said, Pashyame Rupa, now keep on seeing me. And Bhagavan started showing his divine form, and Arjuna with the eyes, mouth, nose open, not seeing anything. Kahan gaya, kahan gaya. Then Bhagavan realizes his mistake. Divyam dadami te chakshu pashyame yogam aishwaram. By your charma chakshu, you will not be able to recognize the divinity. To recognize the divinity, you require a divya chakshu. Now, what is the divya chakshu? Divya chakshu is that which is able to peep beyond the name and the form. So, the jeweler has the divya chakshu. And the ladies who buy the thing, they have got the charma chakshu. See the difference? Both of them are seeing the same thing. Here, the same thing. Itare drishya padartha lakshate yena chakshusha sarve bhagwan anaya drishtya na lakshate jnana druggamyaha divya drishti. Only by the vision of knowledge alone the truth is revealed. See? All the scientists, what they do, they don't get lost by this charma chakshu. They go beyond. And yad Vishwarupa darshana samaye partha yadatta, he is already the same thing. Yadi Vishwarupa darshane parthaya dattavan bhagavan divyam chakshu tasmad ma drishyatam yujjate nruharo. Therefore, the type of vision which was given to Arjuna by Bhagavan, that kind of vision is required for seeing the divine, and therefore you have to abiding in the knowledge, abide in the self, and then conduct yourself in the life. Be attentive. Experience of being divine and dealing in the divine manner is merging of knowledge and devotion. See? Like knowledge, I am permeated in and through the whole body. Body has got many parts. Differences are seen. Left is not right, right is not left. The thumb is not the ring finger. See? If this finger is not functioning properly, the other finger says, oh, why should I worry? No. They come and help you. See? So, seeing the differences is not the criteria. Then, seeing the differences and yet not getting influenced by the differences is the Divya Drishti. For us, Mayaru Mora Tora Tai Maya. Our whole life is guided by my and mine, you and yours. But for the Lord, all of them are one and the same. Name samoham sarva bhuteshu, name dveshosti na priya. Now this one statement, if we work on ourselves, see, what will happen? Shatro, mitre, putre, bandho, ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandho. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. See, friends. When there are enemies, when you come across, you are miserable. When they are friends, you go away from the friend, you are miserable. See, friends. Therefore, divyam chakshu tasmad adrishatam yujjate nruharo. We have to have the divya chakshu. So divya chakshu is path of knowledge, and the experience is the path of devotion. So knowledge and devotion, they are not two. Knowledge is the instrument, and devotion is the experience. See? What is the instrument? Instrumentless. And what is the experience? Experiencerless. Two things. Sakshad yatha ekadeshe vartulam upalabhyate ravehe bimbam vishwam prakashayat etat sarvam sarvatra drishyate yugapat. Just like the sun is hanging somewhere in the sky at a one particular spot, but from there is able to illuminate the whole world. Yadyapi sakaro ayam tatha ekadeshi vibhati yadunatha. In the same manner, Yadunatha, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, although he has the form and he is as if only in the Vrindavan or any place, Vimadi Yadunatha, Sarvagataha Sarvatma, Tathapi Ayam Satchidananda. See? So what is the difference between the sun and the light. This is another important principle we have to catch. Truth cannot be known directly. Truth about anything. When we go to the doctor, we don't tell, unless we are Indians, we don't tell him the disease. Indians tell the disease. डॉक्टर साहब मुझे लगता है फ्लू हो गया, एक इंजेक्शन ठोक दो यार. I really appreciate the courage that they have. But normally when we go to the doctor, we tell the symptoms. Symptom is manifestation. Be attentive. We think we are seeing all each other, but that is not the truth. What we are seeing is the light reflected on everything. Light reflected on the table and the light reflected on somebody's head. Is the light different? One. Second thing, light is never seen. It is only the reflected light is seen. See? And where the light will reflect, where there is a form. In the formless, light cannot reflect because some instrument is required to reflect. So Bhagavan Krishna is reflecting in this whole world. Therefore, yadyapi sakaro ayam tatha ekadeshi vibhati yadunatha. Like the sun, Lord Krishna is as if with the form and in one place, sarvagataha sarvatma tathapiyam satchidananda. But he, the one, everywhere, everything, in everything and being. When the Sat and the Chit, they are divided, samsara begins. When Sat and the Chit merge, the divinity is manifested. This is an object, Rasgulla. Sat, Rasgulla is. Chit, the tongue, knowledge. So when you simply look at it, like in Vrindavan, in Rishikesh, when they have the Bhandara for all the Babajis sit there and sweets are given. So unless they are completed 15 chapters, they cannot eat it. They are waiting. And then playing with the jalebi. See? And when that object, Sat, lands on Chit, the tongue, then what happens? Eyes close. That closed eyes is Ananda. So when Sat and the Chit are divided, it is Samsara. When Sat and Chit unites, merges, it is Paramananda. How it can happen? Only by understanding. When we want something, it is separate. When we do not want something, it is like, I cannot have desire for my phone. I will have desire for your laptop, not my phone. Similarly, the one who has no more desires, he is Satchidananda. This is what Bhagavan Krishna was. Sarvagata sarvatma tathapi ayam Satchidananda. Therefore, this light, whatever may be the contents to be illuminated or nothing is there, makes no difference. Eko Bhagavan Reme Yugvad Gopishu Anekasu Athava Videha Jana Shruta Deva Deva Bhute Hare Yugapat. One Bhagavan was playing with so many gopis. See? And therefore, again and again we have to understand there is but one reality which is expressing through every thing and being. And therefore, we must not look at the world as something, place of indulgence or bhog. Athava Krishnakaram swachamum duryodhana apashat. Tasmad vyapakaha atma bhagavan harihi ishvara Krishna. Now one more example is given. When Duryodhana was on the battlefield, he saw the Krishna Karam Swachamum. He was looking at his own whole army, and wherever he was looking only Krishna, Krishna everywhere. Everywhere he was seeing Krishna. So he had the doubt. There is some jadoo played by Krishna. Because my army should not look like him. But because he was so much intoxicated against Krishna, 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 he was seeing Krishna everywhere. See? Yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhaya. And how can it happen? According to knowledge, deha bhimane galite. Freedom from the body identification. Deha bhimane galite. Vidnyate paramatmani. Therefore, devotees, deha bhimane galite, they have no respect or no disrespect. See? Jnana mana jahu ekahu nahi. Where respect and disrespect has no value. So, when he was so much influenced by Bhagavan Krishna, everywhere he was seeing Deha Bhimane Galite Vidnyate Paramatmani Yatra Yatra Mano Yati Tatra Tatra Samadhaya. Everywhere he had the vision of Bhagavan Krishna only, but Bhagavan was, because Tasmad Vyapakaha Atma Bhagavan Hari Ishvaraha Krishna. Therefore, because he is Saguna Sakar, doesn't mean he is not Nirgun Nirakar. In fact, this is our story. Very simple. Just discover yourself. Colors and forms are Saguna Sakar. Do they have existence without the vision? No. So what is the vision? Nirgun Nirakar. Now, sense organs have got limitation in their own field. Eyes only colors and form, nose only the smells, etc. Now, what are these sense organs? They are the expressions of the mind through the structural eyes, etc. So, what is the color and shape and form and taste and smell of the mind? Nothing. See? So, the Nirgun Nirakara mind alone is expressing as Saguna Sakara sense organs. And the Saguna Sakara sense organs, which are essentially Nirgun Nirakara, alone expressing as the colors and forms. See? So what is the conclusion? Conclusion is Aupadhik Anekta. The manyness on account of any condition appears to have become many, but it has not become many. Then what are they? They are appearances without existence. That which is an appearance without existence is technically called mithya or illusion. And recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to transcend illusion. You cannot improve, you cannot change, you cannot destroy, you cannot have, you cannot reject illusions. See? How simple it is. Therefore, Vakshasi yada jaghan srivatsa sripatehe kim dveshya bhaktanam asuranam annesham chava phalasadrusham. Therefore, when Bhrigu Rishi went and kicked on the chest of Bhagavan Narayana, that time, did he become angry and cursed him? No. On the contrary, the Bhrigu Latta Prahar is kept with respect and reverence. Therefore, the Paramatma has no likes and dislikes for anybody in this world, because he is the one. Like we do not have likes and dislikes for our teeth or the tongue. They are one and the same. Tasman na kopi shatrur no mitram na apyudasina nurahari sanmargastha sapalaha shakiva yadunatha. Therefore, for the Bhagavan, there is no friend, no enemy, and no one or no udasina. So, we have to recognize This is Bhagavan. How to recognize Bhagavan? This technique I had told you. See? The flower has fragrance. Flower does not give fragrance. See? Because it does not give fragrance, it has no friends, no enemies. Therefore, the flower doesn't have the ego. I am giving fragrance to Bhagavan Krishna's Vigraha. To make it more clear, everywhere you can get this knowledge. We have cows in our house around. See? So what for we keep the cows? Not inside the house, but around our place. What for? For milk or for cow dung? Only for milk. But when you are keeping the cow for milk, cow dung you get free. What we have to do? Free. Gomutra, free. Do we keep the cows for cow dung? No. In the same manner, when you are abiding in your divine nature, knowledge, then if somebody is benefited, cow dung. See? How simple it is. See, this is how I play with the ideas. Once I was in Varanasi and I was standing there looking at Ganges. So my friend asked, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, same thing what you are seeing. No, you are seeing something different. Tell me that. I said, it so happened, Devi Sureshwari Bhagavati Gange. Gangaji heard that stotra and she felt, oh God, because of me so many people are benefited. Oh, so why should I waste my water and throw it in that salty ocean? Therefore, she decided to be stagnant in one place. So that more people are benefited. See, if I stay in one place, more people are benefited. This is what Gangaji thought. And Gangaji stopped flowing. When the water stops flowing, it starts rotting. And when it started rotting, then Narayana said, who told you to do this thing? Keep moving. Charayveti, charayveti. We get stagnated in things and beings. See, friends, it's such a beautiful thing. Moving waters never rot. But when the waters are moving in the river, there also you can get a message. Everywhere. The waters have got two movements. One is the unidirectional movement, and the second is the centripetal movement in the bhaura, whirlpool. Life is like that. From womb to the tomb, unidirectional. As Gangaji. But in that moving waters, there is some bhaura coming. That bhaura is body identification. And then we get sucked into it, centripetal force. And we suffer. Husband, wife, brother, father, job, and we get tired, frustrated, and then we are thrown out of their whirlpool. Meaning what? We sleep. So when we sleep, again the water continues moving in the same direction from the womb to the tomb. And again we are awake. फिर भौरा आ गया. देखो महाराज, everywhere you get the divine message. Everywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. See? Life becomes so simple. So, Bhagavan Krishna is neither a friend nor enemy nor udasin. He is just supporting everything, whatever comes on the way. Therefore, Nruhari Sanmargastha Safala Shaki Vajadunatha. Like the fruits on the tree doesn't decide to whom to give. Anybody takes it, well, you are welcome. Nobody takes his rods and falls, never mind. Therefore, the real devotee does not do good to anybody, nor he does bad to anybody, because for him, everything is Paramatma, including himself. Loha sharaka nivahi sparshashmashi vidyamanepi swarnatvam eti loham deshad api vidisham tatha prapti. See, if you take the, that magic stone, paras, if it is hit by a steel rod to break it into pieces, it will not break into pieces, but the steel will become gold. In the same manner, those who are abiding in the divine as the devotees of the Lord, they are not influenced by anything or anybody. On the contrary, their presence make the other people change and help them. Now, nanvatmana sashaka utpanna jiva samanta vishyam jagataha priyatara atma tat prakrute neva sambhavati. See? Again, one question is raised. Out of this self, he is the self of all the things and being. And therefore, he is the Atma of everybody. But how can the Krishna be the Atma of everybody? Because he is in one place in the body. So Bhagavan gives the example. Vastra harana samhare avasare pruthak yoho rupa vasana bhushan. When in Brahmaji's, one topic comes in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Brahmaji was doubtful. Everybody is calling him Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna. How can he be Bhagavan? Running after the cows and all these things. I don't doubt very much. So what he did, just to try to see whether he is really Bhagavan. So Brahmaji was taking the examination of Bhagavan Krishna. So what he did, he has taken all the cows and all the children along with everything. He took away all of them. He has hidden them somewhere. Bhagavan Krishna was alone left. This is the Govatsa Harada Leela in Bhagavad Mahapura. And then he thought, now his reality will come out. So Bhagavan Krishna became everything. The animals, the children, their habits, everything. To such an extent that nobody had any doubt about it. So the cows, the cows which were created by Bhagavan Krishna, they went to the respective cow. They did not get confused. See? And the parents of these children, they also recognized he is my son. Meaning, he became 100% everywhere. Yatha agnehe spullingaha kshidrastu vivi uchcharanti iti shrutyartham darshayitum swatanoho notsaha jivan sandoham. Like the sparks of the fire are nothing but the fire, in the same manner, from the same reality Atma, Bhagavan Krishna, the whole world is created. This is how is established by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And therefore, devotion to the Lord and following the path of knowledge are one and the same. We should not have that kind of wrong notion that we are Vedanti, we are superior. No. See, this happens with many people. Yamuna tira nikunje kadachitapi vatsankam chareti krishne tadartha gopeshu varagoshtishu chare swaran vatsam niriksha durad bhavas nehyana sabranta tad abhimukha dhavantya durvaraha. Therefore, it so happened when these various cows and their calves, they were separated. But after Bhagwan took the form, nobody recognized or doubted that they are fake, but they are one and the same. In this manner, all this Leela Bhagwan Krishna is indicated here to make us understand basic principle. Knowledge and devotion are not two. If knowledge makes us arrogant, it is knowledge poisoning. And if devotion makes us ignorant, it is fake devotion. Both knowledge and devotion, jnana rather, bodha and bhakti, they are subjective experiences. Studying the scriptures and doing the upasana, they are kriyatmak. And bhakti and bodha, they are anubhavatmak. See, this oneness between the two must be established. In this manner, in the remaining many verses, so many Leelas of Bhagavan Krishna are shown that never differentiate between knowledge and devotion. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. बंद हो यार.